Sonic the Hedgehog, a gaming icon, a name recognized by anyone, even the deaf. He's been a juggernaut in the video game industry for 30 years, and he wouldn't have the legendary status that he has today without the same thing a lot of successful video game franchises have. Money-hungry CEOs. And the fans. Mostly the fans. From him speeding into the scene in 1991 with the first Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega Genesis, to him shitting the bed with Sonic Forces on the previous generation of consoles, one thing has stayed consistent: the fanbase. Now, they don't have a good reputation, from the bad OC makers to the elitists to Chris Chan. The Sonic fanbase is considered a bad fanbase. But I digress, as I will be digging into my favorite part of the fandom, the fan game developers. Fan games in the Sonic fandom are plentiful. There are tons and tons of Sonic fan games being pumped out every day. In fact, there are so many fan games being made that they have their own expo, the Sonic Amateur Game Expo, or SAGE. SAGE started in 2000 as a way for indie devs to show off their fan creations to the internet, and has been going strong ever since. Some of the biggest Sonic fan games have come from SAGE. In fact, some of the games I'll be playing have come from SAGE archives. But with custom fan games, developers use engines like Unity, or they even make their own engine. What if you don't want to use another engine? You use the ROM of the original game, of course. Yes, developers sometimes use the ROM of Sonic 1 to make their own Sonic fan game. This is what's known as a ROM hack. ROM hacks are super impressive, honestly. Seeing people take the vanilla Sonic 1 and either turn Sonic into a completely different character, sometimes with a whole new set of abilities, or turn the game into something completely new is just so cool to me. I've always had an appreciation for this part of the Sonic fanbase. They're always so creative and super talented. Anytime I see a well-crafted Sonic ROM hack, I go, hey, I'm a fan of Sonic. I can make this. I'll go ahead and make this. Then I look at what goes into making one, and I give up. And I go read comics. Or stare at my wall. What does this mean? With all that said and done, I have a collection of fan games and ROM hacks I want to show you today. Wait, what? This is just Sonic. Yes, we are going to start with Sonic.exe and its sequel, which we'll get into in a bit. If you don't know about Sonic.exe, I'll give you a quick rundown. A kid named Kyle gets a letter from his friend with a disc and a letter that tells Kyle to destroy said disc. Kyle does the opposite, plays what's on it, and wacky hijinks ensue, ending with Sonic having red eyes and blood coming out of them. The story was notorious for being horribly written and being the story that popularized the whole hyper-realism cliche and a lot of creepypastas following it. But horrible writing isn't the only thing it's known for. It's also known for its fan game, developed by Adam Gavigan, or better known by his online name, Mist Crimson. Sonic.exe has you play as Tails, Knuckles, and Eggman. All you do in the game is walk. That's it. You just walk. Oh yeah, jump scares too.
You will die at my hands.
Spooky. There really isn't much else in this game, unless you walk the wrong way in Knuckles' playthrough. This is an interesting addition. It cuts to a different level with big old flashing lights everywhere. Also text that shows your name to give you a little extra spook. All that takes, though, is just to look at the name of your user directory folder. That's not my name. As you can see, it doesn't say my name, and instead says the first 5 letters of my email, because that's the name of my user directory folder. This game isn't very good. It's boring and all you do is walk to the left. The only reason this game is big, however, is because a lot of Let's Players played it. You know, PewDiePie, Markiplier, and the green one. Them playing it really boosted its status, and eventually led to updates of the game, which included the Knuckles portion I talked about, and voice acting.
You're too slow. Want to try again?
It's certainly there. Other than that, it really doesn't have much. It has the X button to punch his knuckles. It doesn't do anything, but hey, it's there. In the end, it's all really just an excuse for the payoff. One big jump scare. It's laughable, although it does have this big wall of Japanese text in the end. I can't read Japanese, so I looked it up. It says this. It's something edgy, but it references a Gary Crook and a Jake Shanley, two friends of the developer. Doesn't make it any less stupid though. On to the next game.
Can do better.
What?
Is grass green?
It's
Is water
Sonic
wet?
Set AM. What? What is this? What does this mean? I'm not getting into this in detail. It's the same. Walk right, jump scare, next character, jump scare at the end. Only thing different are the crusty FMVs. Next game. Ah, Sunky. I've heard about this game. Sunky.mpeg and Silly.tiff. They're the same as Sonic.exe and Sally.exe, but they're parodies. These were made by Looney Doon when Sonic.exe was popular. They're a pretty decent pair of games. They have some funny moments that are all around us all the time. Okay, now all the .exe stuff is done. Next game. Grandad Mania Revived. Oh man, this game has an interesting history. Grandad Mania started out as a really high quality joke trailer made by Steve Gunner in 2016 after the announcement of Sonic Mania, with the joke being that the game is full of inside jokes from Steve Gunner's channel, the main one being 7 Grandad, a joke stemming from this moment from my favorite member of Vinesauce, Varg Skeletor Joel.
Mario 7? That was the one I played. Well, let's check it out. Granddad! Flintstones?
There are others, but Grandad is obviously the main one here. After that trailer, people in the comments were clamoring for that game to be made. Eventually, later that year, it was announced that it was being worked on. After about a year, though, the game was abruptly cancelled due to lack of focus within the development team. The fans were crushed. Everything was silent. Until 2018. It was announced that it was being revived, and a demo would be playable at Sage 2018. Said demo is what we'll play today. This game looks so good. It's almost spot on with Sonic Mania. With some liberties taken, of course, but still. Now let's get on to the game. We have 3 characters to choose from. Grandad, the main man himself. I'm not going to say that name, so I'm going to call him OG Mudbone, who is known for this scream. And Small Nozomi, a version of Tojo Nozomi from Love Live. I've never seen Love Live, but Siva constantly puts the anime soundtrack in his reps. For this playthrough, I'm going to be a Grandad.
I'm in uniform and everything.
Wow, this game looks amazing. Everything about this is just so vibrant. The sprite work is impeccable. The music is well mixed and easy on the ears. The controls are great. Everything is just excellent. Very tight and super easy to learn. Each character has their own special abilities too. God, this game is amazing. To think this came from a joke trailer of all things. Some parts took a bit to get through, but that's just me not being used to classic Sonic games that are good. This is the quintessential meme game. It just delivers so much. If you're a fan of Steve Gunner, I definitely recommend this game. Everything about it is just so astounding. But seriously, the game basically has the N-word in it. What's up with that? Wow, I can't believe it's not Sonic 1. Get it? It's like I can't believe it's not butter. Except without the margarine. Still has the risk of heart disease, though. This game is super impressive. No, this isn't a normal ROM of Sonic 1. It's actually good. This is a full, from-the-ground-up, open-source recreation of Green Hill Zone in Sonic 1, using the Unity engine. Now, Unity isn't very well known for having a lot of good games made with it by indie devs. Sure, it has games like Ori and the Blind Forest and Cuphead, but it also has games like Unearthed. You know, the I can't believe it's not Uncharted game. But it is Uncharted, with bad controls, and a bad story, and will give you heart disease, just like margarine. But this has to be one of the most impressive things I have seen made with Unity. It's a flawless recreation, and look at that transition. It's seamless. Now, there isn't much to say about this game, as it is only Green Hill Zone X1, 2, and 3, and the developer leaves a message at the end saying that he probably won't continue developing this, but he also says that elements from this remake will be used in his future games. It's sad to see that this won't be getting any updates, but what we have is honestly so cool. Everything about this game is just fantastic. If you haven't already, please play this. It's an amazing showcase of what fans can do with their passion for this blue hedgehog. Sonic Robo Blast 2, made by Sonic Team Jr. This is the grandfather of all Sonic fan games to come. Now, you may be asking yourself, hey PhantomStar, why did you call it the grandfather of all Sonic fan games?
How'd you get into my house?
This game has literally been supported since the release of the first Sonic Adventure. Hell, the first archive demo on the official Sonic Robo Blast 2 site is from April 1998, 8 months before the release of Sonic Adventure. This game is quite literally older than the modern conceptions of the Sonic canon. That's weird to think about. The base game is amazing. Solid controls, amazing visuals, and great music. One gripe I have is the camera, but that's just me. But the thing that Robo Blast 2 is known for is the modding. The modding community for this game is amazing. As you can see, throughout the gameplay I've recorded, I've played Modern Sonic, courtesy of MOTD Spork on the SRB2 forums. The modding community for Robo Blast 2 is huge. There are so many mods to choose from with this game. There are new characters, new maps, there are even whole new game modes. It's absolutely insane.
Now, when it comes to mods for Robo Blast 2, this mod is usually the first to come up.
Sonic Robo Blast 2 Kart. An entirely new game. It's just a kart racer, but it's so good. Out of all the games being looked at today, this one is my co-writer's favorite. The mods for this are plentiful as well. If there's a map you want to race on, you can race on it. If there's a character you want to play as, then you can probably play as them. There are some pretty obscure characters in character packs, like the SJBCP pack, made by Super Justin Bros on the SRB2 forums. This pack has characters like Scott Pilgrim, Beat from Jet Set Radio, Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff from Homestuck. Also, it has Vinny and Joel, the Vinesauce streamers.
All around, this game is a footnote in Sonic fan game history. There isn't anything like it, and there probably won't be anything like it again.
This game is special, and it feels that way. In my opinion, this game is an experience you should go into on your own. There is so much you didn't get into, and this probably warrants its own video. Until then though, on to the next game. Sonic 1 with Fries. Interesting title. Wait, is that? No way. The title theme is the character select theme from Sonic Adventure 1. That's pretty cool. We have to go on with the game, though. Oh. Well, it's certainly a game? I have no idea if it's just RetroArch acting up, but this game was all sorts of weird. It kept glitching out sometimes, and it had slowdown. I had no idea what that was about. Other than that, it was okay, I guess? I wasn't a fan, and I didn't get past the first level, but again, that's just me only playing baby games. Overall, the hack was alright. This is a super impressive hack that gives Sonic new levels, new enemies, a whole new story, and even a hub world. This hack is so good, when I first started it up, I was so impressed, I turned the game off and cried for 11 hours. It was like it wasn't even the same game, but remember, this is just a hacked version of Sonic 1. The developer turned this into this. It's amazing. This ROM hack isn't for any player though, this hack is hard. I couldn't even get past the first level. But I was still impressed. If you like hard ROM hacks, this is definitely one to check out. The reason I'm grouping these together is because they're basically the same game. They both have Mario characters in Sonic 1, it even looks like the sprites were done by the same guy. But there are some differences. For one thing, Mario has his spin jump and backflip, while Luigi has his floaty jump physics. Also, Mario, or I'm sorry, Somari's starts in the Mushroom Kingdom. Luigi starts in Green Hill, like Sonic 1. Other than that, they're basically the same hack. They're both really good though. I think Luigi's floaty jump makes the game a bit easier. I mean, I literally beat Eggman in like 5 seconds, but that's fine. Also, Luigi's hack makes anything red into cream. A bit weird, but cool, I guess. So Mario's hack isn't anything too new except Mario's extra moves and the first level being different. They're still really cool hacks though, in my opinion. It's okay. I couldn't get past the first half of level 1, but that's fine. From what little I experienced, it was alright. This one was great. I really liked this one. It has whole new levels with a different color scheme and new music. I did go out of bounds on my first playthrough and had to reset, but other than that, the game was really good. I had a fun time playing it. Well, that's it. That was definitely a ride. The games I played today were great. There were some good, some decent, and some were Sonic.exe. But what's life without a few bad creepypastas, you know? You know, Sonic fan games are a lot like insects. There are too many of them to count, and I am definitely allergic to fire ants. Anyways, I have to go. I have a pair of scissors to play.
Alright, and that's the first episode finished. Hey, what did you think of it?
Yes, that looks quite good.
Oh, god damn it. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end. It really means a lot, as I've been working on this for years, and I'm so glad I can just finish this first episode. In the links in the description, you'll find 2 things. You'll find the links to every game I played in this video, and you'll also find my social media, which I will include my Pesterchum tag. First person to text me on Pesterchum, you'll get a shout out in the next video. I mean that. Next episode of PhantomStar, your name will be shouted out. Alright, thanks for sticking around to the end. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.